Cinco de Mayo special. For all month long, we're gonna learn what Cinco de Mayo is all about. Now it's time for the quote of the day. Today's quote of the day is, someone who is confused about what they want can cause you to become confused about what you're worth. Now it's story time. Alright, what's the next story?
I met a girl at a bar and now she says she's pregnant. How is it possible?
Wait, time out. You met a girl at a bar. How is this possible? You're asking me that. I'm going to ask you, did you sleep with her? If you did, then hello? Okay, let's see.
I'm 20, kind of freaking out right now. A few weeks ago, I met this girl at the bar. We hooked up that night, a few more times after. It was all casual, nothing serious. Every time we used protection. I'm pretty careful about it. Nothing seemed to go wrong, so I didn't think much of it. That's why I'm confused now. She just told me she's pregnant. Part of me feels like it's not possible, but I also know it's not 100% safe. And that's what's stressing me out. I don't even know how to react, so I just told her I need time to think.
Time out. You know, growing up, my generation, both parents worked. It's not like now where one person doesn't work and, somebody takes care of the kids and somehow the grandparents make it happen, let's just say. Keep it simple. My generation, you just had to fend for yourself, whatever. But a lot of us, we would watch talk shows. That was kind of like our babysitter, our second mom and dad to teach us about life, different topics, whatnot, right? And part of that was on the next Maury paternity test, right? Or on the next Jerry Springer, somebody's poking holes in the birth control, and that's how they got pregnant. So you hear about these things, learn about these things, so you don't have stuff like this, and you're not so, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But also, if you watch talk shows, you would be like, this girl must be sleeping around with everybody, and I'm sleeping around with her. Good thinking. Good choice. Okay.
What makes it worse is my situation. I'm still studying on a varsity scholarship, and if it's real, I could lose that. Plus, my parents would freak the F out if they find out. I'm not ready to be a dad at all. I'm just trying to figure out what the right move is here without jumping to conclusions or screwing myself over.
That's it? You in trouble. My advice to you is no matter what happens, get a paternity test to make sure, but you need to start coming up with a plan. ABC. If she wants to keep the baby, then you need to figure out a way that you can still finish up your scholarship, finish up your school, and just pay child support or do what you need to do to not give that up because your career is super important. You can't just drop out and stuff because your kid and yourself are going to have a hard life coming up. But definitely get that paternity test. That's, good luck to you. Keep us posted. But anything else? All right. That's it for this one. Now it's time for dinner is ready. Cinco de Mayo edition with some more yummy Mexican food. Now it's story time. All right, what's the next story?
Am I right or am I wrong for refusing to let my sister-in-law host her massive gender reveal at my new home?
Wait, time out. I'm seeing this a lot. Why are people like using somebody else's event or venue to host their own thing? If you want to have your own thing, then host or do your own thing. Like, this doesn't make any sense. This person just got a house. Like, why would they want to have a party there and then get all messy and then to clean it up and stuff? Like, it's crazy. All right, let's see what happens.
My husband and I finally moved into our dream home last month after over a year of renovations. We spent a small fortune on hardwood floors, custom upholstery for the living room, high-end landscaping. It's basically my pride and joy, and I'm still in that phase where I ask people to take off their shoes before they even step on the porch. Well, my sister-in-law's pregnant with her second child. She called me last week asking if she could host her gender reveal party at her place. I thought she meant a small family dinner, but then she sent me the guest list and it was for over 40 people.
Oh, no, 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 no.
She also mentioned she bought these extra large confetti cannons and smoke machine to make reveal perfect for her Instagram followers. I told her absolutely not. I explained that we just finished the house and I'm not comfortable with 40 people running around with blue or pink glitter and smoke bombs near my new furniture. She just got super offended and said that I'm being materialistic and that a house is meant for making
You
memories.
know what? Time out. You tell her to go to freaking hell. I'll see her in Diablo 4 as well. This is ridiculous. Dude, this is not your house. Like, who the hell you think you are? I'm pissed. Let me tell you guys why. I had the same thing happen to me, okay? When I got my place, brand new furniture and everything. There were these two twins, these little treasure goblins. If you play Diablo 4, they're the treasure goblins, okay? Throwing chicken bones all outside in the backyard and stuff. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we are going to get rats or rodents, okay? Their hands are covered in spaghetti sauce, just wiping it down my brand new leather chairs. Hell no. You stand your ground and you put your sister in check. I just had this happen last month. I went to a thing like this. I kept my mouth shut. I was like, I am not hosting. I am taking a break. Let me tell you, there was there were many treasure goblins here, okay? And they were doing this in front of the parents. And I'm just thinking, if your parents aren't saying anything to you, then Uncle Saul is just gonna sit here, eat, and keep it cute. These kids were so bad. They were smearing grease on the TV, punching the TV, throwing things. It was crazy. By the end of the night, the treadmill was broken, the TV was broken, and thank God somebody was there because one of the kids in front of the mom picked up the Nintendo Switch to smash the TV. I was like, oh, this is above and beyond now. This is like next level craziness. I'm just here as a witness. And thank God a random guy just grabbed the kid by the arm and was saying, put it down, put it down. And I could tell he was squeezing the kid's hand. Put it down. The kid finally put it down. And the mom's just right there. The mom is right there. I'm like, what a mess. I had to leave. It was too much. Too much. I did not want to be responsible. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay.
Materialistic and that a house is meant for making memories, not just looking pretty. She even tried to promise they would stay outside. But I know how these things go. And someone always ends up tracking in mud, spilling a drink on the rug, etc. My mother-in-law called me yesterday saying that I ruined the magic of the pregnancy and that since we have the biggest yard in the family, it's our responsibility to host.
Oh, wow. This is the mother-in-law? Oh, so the sister's husband's mom. So basically, they're all entitled trying to leech off of you. Good for you. Stand your ground. Tell them all where they can go. I support you. I support that. Unbelievable. You buy your own house, you buy your own things. Don't leech off of other people. Oh my gosh. Disgusting. Uh-huh.
My husband is torn. He hates the drama, but he also knows how much work went into the renovation.
Hmm.
Now the whole family's acting like I'm the Grinch of gender reveals just because I don't want my house trashed.
Exactly, exactly. You know what? They're calling you the Grinch because you didn't let them come over, okay? Imagine what they would be calling you when they trashed your house and you came out with the baton, the wooden stick, the taser, whatever, and laid the smack down. Then what would they call you? No. Like I say before, boundaries are extremely important in life, right? You made your boundary, you stood your ground. And remember, like I said before, family is just a word. The fact that they would use you and try to leech off of you and not care and respect what you worked for, what you earned, that is disgusting. Remember this moment, remember that. Family is just a word. Okay.
5-minute video. Am I right or am I wrong?
You are 100% right. I totally get it. I totally support you. Good for you. You've been watching the show. Boundaries. Anything else? All right, that's it for this one. Guess what? We've got another quote of the day. Today's quote of the day is, no matter how educated, talented, rich, or cool you believe you are, how you treat people ultimately tells all. Integrity is everything. Now it's story time. All right, what's the next story?
Am I right or am I wrong for telling my husband he can't have a man cave in our only spare room?
Okay.
We just bought the house. It's 3 bedrooms, ours, a spare, and another spare. My husband immediately claimed one of the spare rooms as his man cave. Gaming setup, TV, collectibles, etc. I said, what about me? He said, I have the whole rest of the house to decorate. I said, I want an office room for myself. He said we can share the other spare room. But his man cave is off limits to me completely. He literally said this is my space, but he expects me to share the remaining of the spare room with my home office and a guest bed. I said if he gets his own private room, I get my own private room too. He said that's not fair because I get to decorate the living areas. I said decorating spaces and shared spaces is not the same as having a private room. He says all his friends have the man caves and their wives don't complain. I said their wives probably have their own spaces too. He's being stubborn and has already set up his entire man cave. I suggested we make both spare rooms dual purpose. His gaming in one, my hobby in the other, and we put a guest bed in each. He said absolutely not, the man cave needs to be purely his. I said I'm converting the second spare room to purely mine, and then the guests can stay at a hotel. Now he's saying I'm unreasonable. We need a guest room. But why do I have to share when he doesn't?
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, look, girl. Let me tell you something. I don't know what you're not getting. This is normal. This is normal. Men have a man cave. I have a man cave. And for you to share, tell him to share, like, where's your common sense? That's no. A man cave means you have your collectibles, your whatever in there, right? Why would you put a guest in there? It doesn't make any sense. What if they come out with your stuff and you don't know? That's your like prized possessions. Hello? Of course. I don't know. Like, I'm so shocked right now. Like, what's wrong with this girl? Like, don't you talk to your girlfriends to learn about this kind of stuff? You would not have a. Oh my gosh. I would sleep in my man cave before I let a guest, anybody, in my man cave. Like, no. And I get what he's saying that you get to decorate the living room and everything else. Why can't he have his own thing decorate the way he wants to? Look, The other thing too that's good about a man having a man cave is you can say, "Oh, you're messing the house or whatever around the house. Take it and put it in the man cave. That's your area. Fine. As long as the door can close, then your stuff is in there. Fine, whatever. But take it, clean up, dump it in there. Easy clean up, easy fix. It makes for easy compromise. But you don't let people in the guy's man cave. Shut up. I know what you're getting at. Shut up. Shut up. but oh, I know. Hey, you have your all the Labubu stuff everywhere too, so shush. But anyways, you better not let somebody into his man cave. I don't think you understand the person behind the man cave, because if his stuff goes missing, like the other episode, one of my earlier episodes where the stuff was gone, he divorced the girl. Thank God. He will divorce you over that. You better be real careful, because if he knows how to collect, the stuff can be worth a lot of money, let me tell you. And better be careful. I would ask him about details about a man cave and what he feels comfortable with, because clearly you're not getting it. Anything else? All right, that's it for this one. Okay, I'm going to add something in there to kind of put into perspective, just because this show is about learning from my experiences, learning from each other's experiences. So look, I'm going to tell you, girl. One time, Gabriel and the plumber went into my man cave. And they didn't know, but they were moving stuff around, and they broke one of my prized possessions. And to this day, there is still fire in the fields, because he was like, I'm doing what I needed to do and stuff to help, and I'm like, do you not understand like how much that was worth? But I don't know. So just be careful who you let into the man cave and what you do. I'm telling you, it can really blow up in your face. So if you don't understand what a man cave is, talk to your husband.
Yeah, if there's a leak in the house, let it leak.
Yes. Talk to your husband before you do anything first, before you let somebody in the man cave. All right, good luck to you guys. Are you guys hungry? Because dinner is ready. So if you ever get the chance to go to Tucson, Arizona, there's a restaurant in downtown there called Cafe Coca-Cola. It is one of my favorites. And I always get the 3-item combo. It's just whatever the chef wants to make is what you're gonna eat. But let me tell you, I don't like tamales, but that pina colada tamale is to die for. It was so good, I was not sharing it with anybody. And as you can see, even if everybody at your table orders a combo, you're not guaranteed to get the same thing. So it's fun to mix, to match, and trade. But when it comes to my pina colada tamale, I am not sharing. It is just that good. Now it's story time. All right, what's your last story?
My right or my wrong for booking my solo vacation after my husband invited his ex on our family trip without telling me, and his mom said that they've known her longer than me.
Oh my. Okay.
The itinerary was already printed. Hotel confirmed. Activity booking. All 4-day schedule. And my husband handed it to me like I was supposed to be grateful. I stared at the paper. Room 3 was listed under his ex's name. Not a cousin I hadn't met. Not a family friend. The woman he dated for 6 years before me. The one his mother still calls the one that got away at the holiday dinners. When did he book this? I asked. He shrugged. A few weeks ago. My mom organized everything. A few weeks ago, I said, before you told me about the trip. He looked at the ceiling. which is what he does when he's about to reframe something.
I need to call a timeout. I need to call a timeout. This has been what, a minute? It's gone too far for me. I don't know how you let it go on this long. Look, the family clearly doesn't want you around. It's like I said before, when you marry somebody, you're marrying into the family. When you date somebody, you need to pay attention and get to know the family because they can either make your life wonderful or can make your life hell. The mom is outright giving you slap after slap across the face. She's trying to chase you off and put this other girl in your spot. Why are you still there taking blow after blow after blow? The abuse. Get divorced, move on with your life, and get somebody who's going to love you, who's going to stand up for you. And see, that is loyalty. Not getting the tattoo thing, that's ridiculous. Somebody that's going to stand up for you, who's going to fight for you and have your back. I would just exit the situation. This is insane. Okay, let's see.
It's not a big deal. She's basically family. You're making it weird.
If you haven't seen this series on gaslighting, here you go. The perfect example.
That phrase, making it weird, I've heard that before. When I asked why she was still in the family group chat, when I said it bothered me that his mom texted her on my birthday, every time I said something that made him uncomfortable, it became my problem to manage. I didn't raise my voice. I put the itinerary on the counter and I said I'm not going. He laughed. Actually laughed. You're being dramatic. I'm not going, I said again. Same tone, same volume. Then came the part that I wasn't expecting. He called his mom right in front of me. He put her on speaker. She said, I'm quoting, as close as I can. She needs to stop being so insecure. We've known her longer than we've known you. This is a family trip.
Okay, I need to call another timeout. Look, girl, this is what I think about it, okay? It's one of two scenarios. Either your mother-in-law is stupid as hell and she doesn't know social norms, has no common sense, has absolutely zero EQ to understand what's going on, and she's older and has not lived life, has not understood the lessons taught by life because her head was stuck in the sewer somewhere, or she's trying to piss you off. Either way, what is the outcome? The outcome is, in either scenario, is you are getting damaged. So, like I say in my Garden of Life series, life is short. And my Tree of Life series too. You never know when your time is to go. Why are you going to entertain this drama? It's unnecessary drama. You don't know how many years you have in your life. It's a gamble. So you need to take your life and your time seriously. Exit this situation. I understand you're trying to be, oh, I'm all proud and this and that. I'm going on my own trip. Oh, yeah, I'm an independent woman. Look, when the world looks at you, they don't see you as an independent woman. They see you as a stupid woman, wasting your life, wasting your years. That's time you can't get back. Free yourself of this. It's not just him, it's the whole family. You're fighting with all of them. Why? No. Okay, continue.
Known her longer than we've known you? He didn't corrected her. He nodded along and said, see, this is what I'm dealing with. That was the sentence that moved something in me. Not anger, exactly. More like clarity. I went upstairs, opened up the laptop, and booked 4 days at the beach house, 3 hours away. Paid for it with my own account. Sent myself the confirmation, and packed 2 days later. He asked if I was seriously doing this. I said yes. He said I was blowing up the family dynamic over nothing. I said the room was booked before he even told me about the trip and that it wasn't nothing. He had no answer for that. He just stood there. He went on the trip. His ex went. His mom sent me a long text about how I'd embarrassed the family and shown my true colors. His sister called me childish. I sat on the porch overlooking the water, ate whatever I wanted, slept in the middle of the bed and read 4 books. He came back quieter. His mom hasn't spoke to me directly since. His ex posted a group photo of the trip and he was standing next to her, arms out, big smile. His mom commented, "This is family." He saw me look at the photo. He said it didn't mean anything. I closed my phone. I thought about how long I've been shrinking myself to fit inside a space that they never actually made room for me in. Am I right or am I wrong for choosing the trip where I was actually wanted, even if that was just me?
You're wrong. You're wrong.
She's wrong.
Yeah. You're so wrong. Because what does that solve? Unless you come back hitting the floor running because you made time on that trip to Yelp some good divorce lawyers and have the appointment set up and stuff, you're just going right back to the same mess. This is sick. This whole family is sick and twisted. The level of disrespect, and what kind of stupid girl would get themselves, even though it's an ex, get involved in somebody's marriage mess thing. It takes a special kind of person. Right?
Well, I think she learned something.
What did she learn?
Because she's saying that she's closed her phone and thought about how long it's been that she's shrinking herself to fit inside of a space that never actually fit.
Look.
So it's eye-opening for her at least. At least she's seeing it for what it is.
The mom isn't slapping you. She's not hitting you with a chancla. She's like shooting bazooka missiles at you. It takes that level of disrespect for you to get it. That's number one. Number two, your husband's not saying anything or standing up for you or anything. Look, it doesn't matter how much you love the guy. His mom will go to the ends of the earth to make your life miserable. Okay? The mom is the devil. Okay? You want to be around the devil? That's your choice. My advice is get a divorce and move on. This is not going to ever have a happy ending. It will drag on for who knows how long. Or heaven forbid your life is cut short and that's how you spent your life. Is that what you want your legacy to be? Is that what you want your story to be? Really? Seriously. Enough is enough. Good luck to you. Now it's time for Solomon's Words of Wisdom. Cinco De Mayo edition. Listen up. Hi, everybody. So continuing where we left off last time with the words of wisdom, we're going to dive right back into more about the history of Cinco de Mayo. So last time we talked about the Battle of Puebla. So today we're going to talk about what is the significance of this. So the Battle of Puebla was significant both nationally and internationally for several reasons. First of all, this battle was significant in that the 4,000 Mexican soldiers were greatly outnumbered by the well-equipped French army of 8,000. So twice the number of soldiers. The French army of 8,000 that had not been defeated for almost 50 years. Okay? Second is, since the overall failed French intervention, no country in the Americas has subsequently been invaded by another military force from another continent. So, had Mexico not defeated the French in Puebla on May 5th, 1862, France would have gone to the aid of the Confederate States of America in the American Civil War, and the United States' destiny could have been different. We may not have won the Civil War. Who knows? So, pretty interesting. Well, today, the commemoration of the battle is not observed as a national holiday in Mexico. However, all public schools are closed nationwide in Mexico on May 5th. The day is an official holiday in the state of Puebla, where the battle took place, and also a full holiday, meaning there is no work that day, in the neighboring state of Veracruz. So, there you have it. It's a pretty big deal. So, that's a story behind Cinco de Mayo, not Mexican independence. Hope you learned something, because I know I did. I'll see you guys next time for more on Cinco de Mayo. That's it for this episode. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to always be kind to one another.